Good afternoon, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This Miss Yaakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, a.k.a. the Messenger, a.k.a. the Virgo Goddess, a.k.a. the Daughters of Zion, a.k.a. that Topaz Gem Sapphire. And listen, I always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see. Okay, dig this. The name of this is called Rejection of Paul's Churches. Corinth, Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamos, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, Laodicea, Philippi, Thessalonica, Galatia, Colossae, Rome, okay, Turkey, Greece, and in Asia, okay, all those churches are rejected, okay. Paul took from the Israelite prophets and eternal church to create his own epistles and referred that God will graft the Gentiles, them, in with the house of Israel under an unknown Messiah named Jesus. Okay, and this is what they all going to get left behind and rejected because they're all under somebody named Jesus. Okay, Isaiah 7:14 says his name is Emmanuel. We will call him Emmanuel. And Emmanuel, the Mashiach, is under the order of Melchizedek. Okay, in Psalms 110:4. Okay, so therefore, Paul's churches, okay, all of those that I just named, not only they are rejected, but they're going to be church hurt at the end. And then they got to turn around and get persecuted just to still be church hurt. Okay? Because no, that's not it. Okay? That's not it. Paul took from Enoch. He took from Ezekiel. He took from all the prophets of the eternal church and created his own doctrine, promising his churches that they are to be grafted in with the children of Israel, the sons and daughters of Zion. And no, that is not the case. They are rejected, okay? They have a lot of violations, okay? These churches are Rome, Turkey, and Greece and all that. All them churches that I named in those areas, Turkey and Greece, they have a lot of violations from adultery to idolatry and a bunch of filth. Okay, they got a bunch of filth. Okay, so therefore, they are not grafted in with the sons and daughters of Zion. Okay, a lot of people need to stay out of Paul's letters. Okay, stay out of Paul's epistles. He is not talking to them. Okay, there's a lot of people out here who got this thing twisted. And not only that, but even that persecution is all part of the 2/3. Okay, it's all part of the 2/3. Okay, they think they're going to get raptured. No, they are not. The rapture is strictly for the 1/3. The 1/3 in Ezekiel 13:8 is not for no denominational religion. Okay? And I told them people before about this whole Jesus character. That's the same thing with the Pope. The Pope died. Where Jesus at? He never showed up. Okay? The Reverend of the Baptist Church, his wife done died. Where Jesus at? And this wife done just died a few weeks ago. And the Pope just died early this year. A couple months back. Early this year the Pope died. Where's Jesus? He never showed up. That's because he don't exist. Okay? He don't exist. Just a made-up character. They took bits and pieces from the eternal church and came up with their own doctrine. Okay? And then called it a religion and called it whatever they called it. But guess what? That's a false religion. And then they under the Sunday worship as well. They under pagan Rome. That's the whole thing with that. They under pagan Rome. They can't be grafted in with the sons and daughters of Zion because we got the Sabbath. They don't keep the Sabbath. Okay? They don't keep the Sabbath or honor the Sabbath. Okay? So therefore, they're not grafted in with the sons and daughters of Zion. People need to stay out of Paul's letters. Ephesians, all those is for the churches out there in Turkey, Greece, and Asia, and all in that area. It's not talking to them. This is what people don't understand, and they don't listen. And it's like it's a brainwashing that been going on since even grandma's era. They've been talking about somebody named Jesus and how he's returning and saying all this stuff. He's not answering to that. There's no power in the name of Jesus because that's not him. His name is Emmanuel. We will call him Emmanuel. That's it. And he's in the order of Melchizedek, which is the priest, the high priest, one of the high priests. These people don't get it. They don't get it. But they will real soon. And they're going to be church hurt when they get left behind. Because make no mistake, that 1/3 is coming out of exile and going to be in the land of promise, which is the New Jerusalem. And all of them is still going to be waiting for Jehovah, Jireh, Jesus, Hashem, and all these other worldly names that they got going on. And it just simply ain't true. It was never true. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. This the daughters of Zion, that spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation. Looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. Hey, listen, get out of Paul's letters and come back to the prophets. Come back to the Torah and the prophets. Leave Paul's letters alone. It's condemning. Leave it alone. Stay out of Paul's letters and stop quoting his letters. He's a false prophet and he holds no value. Anywho, this is Spiker Star, that topaz gem, sapphire, looking into your world, see things you just don't see. I'm going.